Trump, here campaigning in the state of Iowa, continues to lead the Republican pack of candidates for president in 2024 by a large margin. And with a third indictment pending after a state indictment in New York in late March, followed by a federal indictment in Florida in June, his legal jeopardy continues to grow.
I didn't know practically what a subpoena was and grand juries and all of this. Now I'm like becoming an expert. I have no choice because we have to. It's a disgrace. If you say something about an election, they want to put you in jail for the rest of your life. It's a disgrace. So they can cheat on an election, but if somebody wants to question the cheating, they want to call you a conspiracy theorist and all these other things. These people are sick. They go after Trump, but they don't go after terrorists, right? They should give a little of that oomph to going after the terrorists.
Trump leads his nearest Republican rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, by almost 30 points. As his political allies seek to make the argument that he's a target not because of his alleged crimes, but because he's running for president again.
If you notice recently, President Trump went up in the polls and was actually surpassing President Biden for re-election. So what do now? Weaponize government, to go after their number one opponent. It's time and time again. I think the American public is tired of this. They want to see equal justice, and the idea that they utilize this to go after those who politically disagree with them is wrong.
Trump earlier revealed that he had on Sunday received a letter from the Special Counsel that he was a target in their election interference probe, the clearest indication that an indictment would follow, the scope of which is yet to be revealed by prosecutors leading the investigation, as Democrats also weighed in.
The president was a central figure in an effort to overturn an election, an effort to interfere with a peaceful transfer of power for the first time in our history. And if anyone else had done the things he did, they would be under investigation. So I think it's certainly appropriate, and we'll wait to see what results from it. I think they did take far too long to look at not just the foot soldiers. They moved quickly when it came to those who broke into this building behind us and assaulted police officers. But it seemed like almost a year, if not more, before they started looking at those who did the organizing, did the inciting, who conspired to defraud the American people.
The key thing in the big picture is that there be criminal accountability for everybody who committed crimes against the government. We're talking about a violent insurrection surrounding an inside attempted political coup. This is a matter of the utmost pressing urgency to the American people to make sure we never relive something like that.
And while that process plays itself out, the classified documents case could soon have a trial date. A federal judge in that case is mulling when to set a trial date, as she considers arguments from both the Department of Justice and Trump's attorneys. The latter have asked for the case only to be heard at the conclusion of the 2024 election, while the special counsel prosecutors want the trial date to begin this December. The Trump-appointed Judge Eileen Cannon appeared skeptical of both arguments and could decide on a date that splits the difference. All this, as the alleged election interference indictment could land at any moment, adding just the latest layer to Trump's ballooning legal vulnerabilities. Sherman Riceby's SABC News, New York.